Hi lovelies, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors, and I am doing something a bit different. I've dropped the men's spread now. I really didn't think it was worth wasting any more time on. Not that the men aren't worth it, it's just that I wasn't getting any hits at all, no comments, nothing, and I just thought, well, you know, perhaps it's the reason that there's not anything out there specifically for the men, because the men don't want it specifically. So gone back to genuine spiritual readings. But this reading that I do, the what the fuck reading, this is something that I created. Happy for people to use it, to try it out. That's why I show it on the videos, and I think I put it on the end of one of the videos. But this is what we're working from today, and the camera turned off, so I'm really sorry. I had to restart, but I've left the cards that I've shuffled in situ, as you can see. So I need a pair of glasses, I think. And there is, oh, I don't know if you can hear that, but that is my owl making a lot of noise outside. Hold on a second, I'm going to open the door to see if we can hear him or her more closely. How wonderful would that be if we could get that noise on camera? This particular owl's only been with us for a short time. Our resident owl was very old, and we assumed that last winter we lost it. So what the fuck? So we're starting with what, and that is the current situation, what started the what the fuck. Now, funnily enough, this card is celebrations and accolade. It's being recognised by your family, community, the wider community, and it's coming back in triumph. It's something that you've achieved, but it seems to have caused a bit of a rumpus for some reason. I don't think that this is for a lot of you. I think that this is more specific to maybe a small portion of you. And then the second one is and it's the first aspect, facing fears and taking the fucking power back. Well, you couldn't get a better card for taking the power back, or taking the fucking power back even, because you've got the High Priest. Oh, whoever you are, you know your stuff. You know what you're doing. You know you've got the magic. You know you can cast spells. You know that you can teach and be taught. You know all of this. You know all of the ancient wisdoms and the ways. You're standing in the stones. The sun is shining upon you. You can take this power back. That is not a problem. It really isn't. And then we've got the Eight of Wands. Now, when I see this card, I see a balance card. I see somebody laying out their tools, their kits in front of them, and kneeling on the ground and grounding, taking in nature, grounding yourself. So this one is fuck. The second aspect, what you have been manifesting, your wish fulfillment, why this may be fucked. And I get the feeling that although you've got all these wonderful skills, something has kind of gone a bit awry around your belief system, your thoughts, your processes, and something has made you doubt immensely that your manifestation just doesn't seem to be working. And what this is telling you, carry on manifesting. It's absolutely right that you manifest. Take yourself off into nature. It doesn't matter if you live in the inner city and you've got a site that's covered in waves. It doesn't matter. Just go and take yourself off somewhere and ground yourself. I don't care if you're in a high-rise flats. I was a long time ago. I was on the 11th floor and I could never work out how I could ground myself until a friend said to me, but the flats actually are drilled into the ground. Their foundations go so deep to keep this block up that in actual fact you're probably grounding yourself more and more deeply by sitting on the flat floor than you are out in nature, because you've got a direct connection to the deeper earth. And I never thought, and it's changing your perspective as well. So yeah, I think your wish fulfillment is, I think that you wanted to move on spiritually, you wanted to move on magically. I think you wanted to move higher and further up, and something has blocked you. It has blocked you. Something is blocking you, definitely. So the next card we're going to is number 5. No, it's not, I'm lying, it's number 4. And it's the movement, your journey, and where the fuck you need to be. Guys, this is happy families, this is contentment, this is what you've been manifesting, and it looks like you've got it, but you're not there for some reason. Where you need to be. This is where you need to be. This is so frustrating for me, because what I'm now seeing is that maybe, okay, maybe this wish fulfillment just seems too far away from you at the moment. Perhaps something happened around this accolade that has kind of shaken this for some reason. And I'm not getting, I'm not getting a loss here. I'm getting that somebody has kind of stood in the sidelines. And let us get on with the rest of the reading, and then I'll kind of bring it all together, because I'm getting a little bit confused. So number 5 is what the fuck you can do about the situation. And this is telling you, I do like this card because it's an old gentleman who's got all these wonderful skills. He's able to make money from a skill that he has got. There is an open door behind him. There are lilacs behind him. There is... he's got contentment. There is a way about him that he does this because he loves doing it. It is a skill he's got. And it's the opportunity of making money from what you do, what your skills are. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to get yourself balanced back again. It's the 8 of Pentacles. So you've got the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Wands is telling you to get grounded. And the 8 of Pentacles is telling you to go back to basics. Go back to basics. Go back to your apprenticeship. Go back in time. Go back to what you loved to do. Go back and revisit older times. Because it's all right having a happy family and all the money in the world, but if you're not happy in yourself, things can be absolutely disastrous. So number 6 is what the fuck is out of your hands. Now, you've got the Star. This is out of your hands. This is wish fulfillment. You've been handed this on a plate. But I get the feeling that there's some healing that desperately needs to happen here. The healing waters of the Star card. The water is eternally flowing, but the Star is shining brightly, and everything that you want is just at hand. But for some unknown reason, you need to do some healing. And I'm going to get some clarifiers on this, especially about this first bit. So then we've got don't give a fuck, reconnecting with the true you, and you've got another 8. you've got the Eight of Chalices. And although those Eight of Chalices are all in the upright direction, they're all there, you're turning your back on them for something else. So you need to get grounded. That's the first eight. You need to go back to basics, what makes you happy. And you need to really reassess what it is you're turning your back on. You really need to see where he's scratching his beard and he's contemplating something. He hasn't quite made up his mind yet, but I'm getting the feeling that if you don't, somebody's going to make your mind up for you and you are going to lose out. Yeah, so that's the reconnecting with yourself. So just be true to yourself. Don't turn your back and cut your nose off to spite your face, because that's just not a healthy place to be. And then we've got what the fuck is happening next, the outcome. And you have got the Holly King. Now, the Holly King in other decks is the Hermit, but in this particular deck, the Holly King is of winter. And he is the guide. He guides you through the winter and back into the lighter days. Now, for me, when I see this, I see somebody who is on a quest. He's on a journey. He's got his lantern with him. He's got his sack over his shoulder. And off he goes. He's going on a journey of discovery. He's going on a journey of healing. He's going on a journey of spiritual enlightenment. And I really think that this is what you need next. Whether you're actually thinking of doing it next, I don't know. I'm going to get some clarifiers on all of this, because this did not turn out the way I was thinking it would. Oh, and by the way, this is for hang on, where are we? It's the 4th today, 5th, 6th. Yeah, Sunday the 6th through to the 13th of October, I think. I'm really muddled with days at the moment, so you're going to have to excuse me. So we're going to ask, can we please have a clarifier for the 6 of Wands? What happened around the 6 of Wands? Well, they're being a bit tight, aren't they? Ah, okay. This guy here, he's legal. He knows his stuff. He's an advocate. He teaches. He learns. He's at the top of his game. But he's to do with legal matters. Something happened legally around this, and I don't know if it's still going on. And this is why you're thinking you may need to turn your back on what it is that you've achieved. And what you've achieved is many things, but I'm kind of getting that you need to, you're thinking of turning your back because you need to go on this spiritual quest so that you can heal and find your wish fulfillment once more. So let's just get, so can I have a clarifier for the 3 8s, please? 8 of Wands first. Clarify for the 8 of Wands, please. Oops. Queen of Wands. Okay. Instead of getting grounded, I kind of get the feeling that the Queen of Wands is a very sensual lady. She sits in her truth, but her truth is not always other people's truths. And she can be quite stern at times, I get, with this lady. I'm kind of feeling that you went down a slippery slope for some reason. And this Queen is sitting there going, I told you so. I told you not to do that, and you still did. Okay. So I've just pulled a clarifier for the Eight of Pentacles, and we've got the Ten of Chalices, which again, above the happy families, it's a wish fulfillment, it's a completion of family. So it's 2 tens you've pulled, and that was to clarify the Eight of Pentacles, getting back to okay, getting back to basics. So this is where the fuck you need to be, and the clarifying of getting back to basics is getting back with your family, with your chalices up the right way. It's refinding, rediscovering that love, that safeness, that contentment. So I have a clarifier, please, for the Eight of Chalices. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune. A Wheel of the Year in this particular deck. So I'm getting 2 from this. Either you spun that wheel and it didn't quite work out, and now you're turning your back on things because you think, nah, I've had enough. I need to do something for me. Or that wheel has been so lucky for you that you've kind of lost yourself in amongst all of this, and you're feeling very overwhelmed, and that's why you get the feeling that you need to turn your back and you need to go on this quest, but you've still got this healing and the wish fulfillment underneath those 2 cards. So I'm just going to ask for a clarifier for the Ten of Pentacles. I think we've already got our answer for this. I think back to basics is telling you everything you need to get back to basics. I'd clarify for the Ten of Pentacles, please. Well, it doesn't want to give me anything, does it? Right, we've got 2. Oh no, we've got 3. Okay. We have got the Sith. Now the Sith is somebody else who's quite savvy in lotions, potions, putting stuff together, coming up with a good outcome, but prone to listening to whispers. And I get the feeling there was whispers around your family, and that's why they're telling you you need to get back to basics. You need to stop listening to the whispers. You need to stop trying to magically make something happen when it's already happened. You have manifested this. It is there. You have done what you needed to do, but you're not seeing this for some reason. And then we have the Lord of Shadows. Now the Lord of Shadows, I really love this card. It's all about coming out of the shadows and into the light. And again, I'm going to say, I think whoever this is for, whatever happened around this accolade and the spiritual journey that you wanted to go on that's been blocked for some reason, you have felt so in the background and so in somebody's shadow that you're turning your back in order to heal, in order to go and get this movement forward. It doesn't even have to be spiritual. It's just finding yourself again. And then you've got the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands for me is one of those kind of businessmen, been it, seen it, done it. Now I'm sitting in front of the fire with my feet up and my wands up, and I'm going to tap you with this wand and it's going to magically sort itself out. But because you've got the Queen of Wands here who's gone, actually, I told you not to do that, I'm actually getting the feeling that this guy is saying as well to you, you had all of this, this was within your grasp, and all you had to do was listen to the advice, and you didn't take it. You didn't take the advice. So whoever this is for, you really do need to get back to basics. You need to get grounded. You need to get back to the basic things that make you happy. you need to really, really think about whether or not you are going to turn your back fully on something that is that can give you a lot of love and a lot of attention and a way to find yourself again. I kind of think that you got a bit confused about what your role was, and you kind of got a bit confused about what was on offer. But I do feel that there's a lot of luck around you. I do feel that by going back to basics, you've got every skill in the world to, one, make money, two, to make yourself satisfied in what you're doing, but also bring back around. When I see these two cards side by side, I see this one as a rich family sitting in a walled garden with their money nicely safely tucked behind it. And kind of like, yeah, they've got a cherry tree, they've got all the good stuff going on. It's very formal, and it's very, for me, it's imprisoned. And I'm getting the feeling that whoever this is feeling that they have been imprisoned. And what the cards are telling you is to get back to this. You need to get back to having picnics in the open air and having 10 of chalices, full cups. Fill your cups up, all of them, with love, wisdom, knowledge, truth, whatever it is, spirituality, yourself, and just enjoy life. Enjoy life to the full. I don't normally do this with what the fuck readings, but I'm just going to ask the angels and the ancestors if they've got any wisdom and knowledge around the what the fuck reading. Okay, anything else for what the fuck reading? Thank you. Okay, so straight away the things that came out was the shaman, and this is trust in higher forces. So even if you have not got a spiritual belief per se, which I believe whoever this is has, but it's been blocked, it's telling you trust in higher forces. Allow yourself to trust again, because everybody on the spirit side is working for you, with you, and around you. You've also got the hunter, and this says track down your fears and desires. So whatever this is, whatever this blockage is, has caused you to shut down, to turn your back. It really has. Hunt this down, hunt down your fears, face them head on, and get back to your desires, to your manifestations. And then we have the bee, which is summer, and it says bask in joy and light. And when you think, which one did we have? This one. This is the Lord of Shadows, and this is stepping out of the shadows and back into the sunshine. And the bee is telling you exactly the same. You need to bask in joy and light. Lovelies, I'm going to leave it there. I think it's been a very interesting reading. I don't think it's for a lot of you. It is a general reading. I don't think that it's the main collective. I think that this is going to be a very small group of people that are going through something next week that is going to be quite life-changing. Let us know what you think. If this resonates with you, please like, share and subscribe. Have a bash at this yourselves and let me know how it goes for you. Would be very interesting to see if anybody else can get this spread to work for them. Lovelies, bright blessings. See you in the next reading. Bye for now.